Hi everyone! So today I wanted to share with you a tutorial on a really beautiful ethereal makeup look that can be used for day or nighttime or for any occasion that you like. So I've already washed my face and applied my moisturizer and eye cream. So I'm going to start off by priming my face, and I'm going to be using it's actually a sample that I received in a cosmetic kit that I purchased from Victoria's Secret, and this is the VS Pro Airbrush Fx Illuminating Primer. Now I've actually gotten to try it. I've gotten to try it a few times, and I love the finish that it gives to my skin. It kind of gives you that glowy, lit from within look. It makes your skin look really, really healthy looking. So I'm taking about that much on my hand. Can you see that? And I'm going to go ahead and dot that on my face. I'm sorry, I'm looking this way because I have my my mirror right here, so I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. So go ahead and dot that on your face wherever you wherever you feel like you need that extra coverage at, or where you have some imperfections that need to be covered a little bit better. So once you have it dotted where you want it, then just go ahead with your fingers and blend it in. I usually like to put a little bit more right here through this area, through my nose, and here on my chin, because my pores tend to look a little bit bigger right there. And this primer has a really, really nice soft scent to it. Kind of like roses, but not really, really, really harsh. And it leaves your skin feeling really silky afterwards, which will help when you go to put on your foundation. It'll slide on a lot easier. Okay, so now that we've applied our primer, let me go ahead and put on my foundation. And can you see that? That's I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation SPF 10, and I am using the color 2N1 Desert Beige 12. Oh my goodness, I can't talk tonight. So for those of y'all who don't like a full coverage foundation, you might want to try something else, because this is definitely full coverage. It does last a very long time, so you don't have to worry about retouching. But you know, you're not going to get that naked skin look with this kind of foundation. This is definitely going to cover imperfections such as acne, redness, you know, big pores, and particularly my pores, and I get a lot of redness here through my cheeks. That's why I like to use this foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this foundation, and I'll just take it from the bottle like this. And I'm going to dot it on my face. And right now I'm just putting a little bit all over my face as like kind of like a first layer. So then I'm going to take my duo fiber brush right here, and this is actually a Sonia Kashuk brush. And I'm going to start and blend out the foundation very lightly all over my face. And see, I can kind of tell already right here through my cheek area that I'm gonna need to go back in with some more. But that's what I've been liking about this foundation, that I mean, I really don't have to use very much to get the desired effect, as in comparison to other foundations that I've used. I've had to use quite a lot of bit of makeup just to get some sort of coverage. And even though this is a full coverage foundation, I still like that it looks very natural. It doesn't look real cakey. Particularly when using this brush, I've noticed that with all foundations I've gotten really, really good finish with this. It doesn't look it's not like, you know, when you use regular you know, your fingers, or when you use a sponge, it doesn't look real heavy. This tends to like blend it into your skin a little bit better. Okay, so I've got it blended out pretty good here, although I'm seeing at least from here, from my cheek area, if you can see that, and down here I've broken out in a little bit down here on my chin. I need to add a little bit extra. So I'm going to go ahead and go back in, dot here and here. Okay, there we go. And just add a little bit extra, and then just go back in and buff that foundation, and just don't forget to blend down into your neck area, because you don't want to get that mask look right here. And you don't have to put on this amount of foundation. You just put on the amount that you feel will give you good coverage, or enough coverage that you feel comfortable with. Make sure and blend in really good here around the nose. That way it looks very smooth, very flawless, and that you don't see those pores, especially if you're getting enlarged pores like how I've started to get. Okay, so now that we've gotten that smoothed out really nice, I'm going to go ahead and put on, what did I do with it? My concealer. Now I know a lot of people like to put on concealer before your foundation, but I personally like to put it on right after I apply my foundation. That way it's got something to grab onto. And although we've applied the primer, which does give it some sort of surface to grab onto, I feel like your foundation is even a better foundation for it to grab onto. So I'm going to be using a concealer from Maybelline from the Fit Me collection. Can y'all see that? I know I've used it a lot actually, so it's kind of starting to rub off the printing, but this is in the color Sand Sable, number 20. And I really liked this concealer. It covers, but it blends in so well with the skin that it doesn't look cakey. So, okay, I'm going to start off, I'm going to apply some here towards the inner part of my eye here. And I'm also going to place some down here where I get like smile lines. And here where you can, where you get like the jowls. And a little bit through here. Just a little bit. Because that's where you can get little expression lines through here. And I'm going to go back with my dual fiber brush, and I'm just going to go in. You can kind of close your eyes just a little bit and just blend very lightly. You can use a smaller brush for this if you don't feel comfortable using this big brush, but I just think it's more convenient just to use as little brushes as possible. That way you don't have to keep, well, it takes so long to keep looking for different brushes. So just kind of blend it out. And again, not only to kind of mask the little expression lines that I'm starting to get, I put my concealer here to help with my pores too. And then just blend this out. Okay. Okay, so now that that's blended out, it looks okay. I'm going to go ahead and, ooh, there's a little hair there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set my foundation with a little bit of powder. Ooh, and actually I wanted to share with y'all, I just bought this brush kit from Target, the Sonia Kashuk limited edition brush couture set. So actually that's part of the reason why I wanted to do this tutorial, so I could share this with y'all and so I could break it in two. So, oh boy, let me try and open this here. And of course they have to tape it to make it more difficult, right? Okay, so let me open this up. Put this on the side. Okay. Oh, see, I could have used this foundation brush right here. Well, I can use this for contouring later. But it's got a Sorry, this should probably be part of another review. It's got a powder brush. It's got a foundation brush. This looks like a blending brush, an eyeshadow brush, and then like an eyebrow eyelash comb. So that's pretty cool, and I got it for like $20, so that's not bad. Okay, well, so I can start off using my brushes. I'm going to start off using this powder brush. Again, it's from the Sonia Kashuk set. And I'm going to be setting my face with this powder from the Sephora collection, and this is the Microsmooth mineral powder, and this is in the color medium. Okay, so I'm gonna just pick up some of that powder here, and tap off the excess so it doesn't like start flying everywhere. And then I'm gonna start off by patting it where I need it to go. And I like to concentrate here on my T-zone and on my eyes and underneath too, because this is where I tend to get the most oily and my foundation will crease normally. And then after you pat it in where you want it to go, you just kind of blend it out. That way, when you pat it in first, it kind of packs in that color and sets it really well. And then you go out and just blend it so it looks more natural.